Okay, so we are going to do something interesting today, collecting data from Twitter. First, we are collecting data, then you can analyze, you can put your algorithms, machine learning algorithms, deep learning algorithms, or boosting algorithms. Boosting, we have done some of uh, all the machine learning we have done, and some of the deep learning also we have done. Neural network and all, we have done that. So we'll see. We'll implement later. You can see that, and few things which are there in the course we have to cover that also. We'll do it later, but for now, let's do something interesting. We'll collect the data from Twitter. So first of all, what you have to do is you have to create an account on Twitter. Okay. So first you have to create an account on Twitter. Then you have to log in to developer.twitter.com. Okay, I'll show you what happens when you log in. Mine is already created. So let me. Okay, I'll have to change that. Cannot share more than one screen, right? Okay. And share the desktop. Oh, I select this. Okay, let me try. Share? Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so when you log in to developer account, first step is to create an account on Twitter. So if you don't have an account there, just create it. It's not that you have to do anything. You can just create. You can follow me if you want, but that is more political. And discussions are there, so debates and discussions. So it's not necessary. You can just simply create an account, and then you have to log into developer.twitter.com. Since you will be already logged in, you will be sent to dashboard. This is something like this. Okay, so you get a dashboard. So in dashboard, you have to create a project. Okay, you need access keys actually to use this API. So you have to create a project. You can name the project, and let's say my last was COVID. So let's say I'll just create war. My war. Okay, you can create anything. Use case is what you are trying to do, exploring the API. Just simply explore the API, or you can choose any of that. Okay. Next, project description. This is to test Twitter API. Give anything, okay? But they want to know. You can add an existing app or create a new. You have to create a new. You can create a new. For new work in progress. Okay. You can have for use for live products, use for test out changes, stacking or something, development. Okay, that's okay. App name I have already given. I've given the name my war. Standalone app. Next. Okay. Looks like this is my already okay. Sorry. Then I can have my testing. Is already there. Try a different one. Looks like this app name is already there. My okay. Symbiosis. I hope this is not there. Okay, it is not there. No. You get API keys, then API key secret key, then you have the peer token. So you need few things here, and I think I can share now the code also. So I'll be sharing the code and show you where I would be requiring. I have to import tweety and authorization tweety I require. Let me check if it is there or not. So tweety I require tweety. Okay, this one. Let me run this. I hope you can see this one also. I've shared this window. I can share it. Let me check it, then I'll just come back. Let me check if it is there. Otherwise, I'll have to install VP. CSV is okay. Authorization is okay. Okay, so it is there. Now you need tokens. You need consumer key, consumer secret key, access token, secret. You need few keys. I'll just paste it from my previous code. I already have the code. So consumer key, consumer secret key, access token secret. Okay, so here you are. API key is there, API key secret is there, peer token is there. You can simply copy it if you want. You can create a new one. Okay, so I don't see any consumer key here. Authentication, get user access token, user tokens. Okay, here you are. You have to get the user token. Consumer key, authentication key, access. Secret you can generate, okay? This is there, API key secret. Authentication tokens, you can regenerate, or then you can generate the access token secret. You can actually regenerate if you want, or you can have it, you can go back. Okay, this was already there. My symbiosis keys and tokens, you can click here and check. You can go to the settings, check. You can set up the authentication if you want. There are different methods you can use. You can set up authentication if you want, but for now we don't require it, so I'll just come back. Keys and tokens I can generate, regenerate or generate. Access token secret I don't have to generate it. Okay, so you have to copy them, these two things, access token and access token secret. Okay, so you can copy it. I already have that. Okay, I can copy that, and let me see, I have access token already, but I'll just comment these. Access token equal to, I have that, something like this. Then we have access token the secret, and then I have to copy it from there. Okay, I'll just paste it here. I hope I have, yeah, it's different, you can check it. Both are different. So two things we have done. Yes, I have saved. You can simply close it. Then consumer key you'll have to regenerate again. Yes, regenerate. That's okay. You don't. Then you have the API key, and the API key is secret. You just have to copy that. This is supposed to be your consumer key. If the key is not working, then I have another key which is already working. Consumer key, and then we have consumer secret. It is API key, okay? API key and API secret. Consumer spelling is not correct. Consumer secret. I just have to copy. And then I can click on yes, I have saved and put it in the code. And now let me just show you. This is what I have done, okay? So you can come out of it, you can close it, and your work is done. You just wanted 4 keys, tokens, secret keys. So you have got all the 4, and now you can simply close this window. And let me only share the code now. Nothing else is required. Let me go back to Note and share that. So these keys actually, these 4 keys were already there. I have tested that. So that is working, I know. So I've generated new, I created a new project, and then I created these keys. Okay. So you can generate rather, not created, generated the keys. So now you have the keys, and now you need the code to access it. So we'll be having some functions now. We'll create some functions to read the Twitter, and we can put the keywords and see what happens. Okay. So let's see. We can enjoy that. This is something interesting. First, you have to define, you have to extract the coordinates, then extract the place. So let me put the function for that. I'll show you how it works. Now, extract coordinates, I'll be passing on this from my code. Then if row is tweet coordinates, then return row tweet coordinates and coordinates. If it is a place information, it's just return the full name. Row, place information. That is what you get actually a list. You'll be getting a list, and from there you just have to generate that. Okay, so I was using COVID-19, so I can use a CSV file and save it also. I'll show you. Just copy everything. Then I'll have to. Okay, from the main authentication, you have to call this Auth Handler. That is what we have already called from TWP. Auth Handler, consumer key and the consumer secret, then secret tokens, the access token and access token secret. API path is vp.api authentication, and then this is my tweets. And we're just opening the file in append mode. It's a CSV file, so we are opening in append mode so that we can keep on adding. And this I'll have to put the keyword, I'll tell you. What else we have? Okay, this also I have to change. Now let me go back to the code and explain it again. First thing is you need the keys, then you need to extract the coordinates and the places. And first let me go down here and see what happens. So main from here the code will start and call the functions one by one. So first is you have to authorize. Handler is there, authentication handler is there with the consumer key and the consumer secret. Then you have to set access token. Then you have the access tokens here, these two. So access token and access token secret. Then API, you're calling the API with the authentication. and then you are just creating a CSV file so that you can store your data and write the CSV file. Okay, CSV writer, you just have to create that object. Then API search. This is where once you are connected to Twitter, then whatever you put here, Q is equal to query is equal to count is 1,000 languages English. Let's say Ukraine. Oh, we typed it somewhere else. Let me find here. In the query, you type Ukraine. You can type anything. You can search for the technology also. Okay. Now, this list, that is what I was talking about, the row which will be passing. Tweet, what you get, dot text, tweet dot created. Then it should be tweets or tweet created, tweet ID, tweet user name, and all. We are calling that. We are just creating a list with these names from this. Just tweet or tweets. Let me check. It is tweets. Fine. So what do you get here? The list, and you're getting the text, then created at where it was created, then ID of the user, then user screen name, then the coordinates, the place, then count. Then what we are having here is one more thing. It is not passing. Then reply status. What is the status? There's the tweet source, uh, reply to user ID, and all everything we are trying to extract. I'll show you in the uh, data frame we'll be creating. So we are creating a data frame from the list columns, a tweet text, tweet date time, tweet ID, Twitter name, Twitter coordinates. This code is available on the net also, but you have to generate your tokens. Language, source, reply tweet ID, reply tweet user ID, and the code status, boolean in boolean. Okay, so that's okay, it doesn't matter. Then tweet coordinates, that is tweet DFI. You're generating the coordinates, the place information from here, from where it actually came, and you're adding it to the data frame. Now we are just writing that to tweet data frame 1 or 2 CSV. We are just writing that, and encoding has to be UTF-8 or Unicode 8, because you get emoticons also, emojis also. Sometimes you get Unicodes also, so you just have to use this, close the CSV file, and see what happens. Let me see if it works. I can make changes. It is working fine, perfect. So we have a CSV file, and let's see, we have a CSV file now. Yeah, my tweets. This is all about Ukraine, and it will be giving you the latest information about Ukraine. It's very easy. Looks very easy, but it took me some time to actually find the exact code to generate, because they keep changing. So there are only, see, you can see how many pages are there. In some cases, you may not get the ID at all. Okay. So the latest conversation, you can just generate, get the data, which is as simple as that. Now you can do whatever you like with this data. I can close it and close this also. So you have the data with you. So very simple. Just have to connect. You have to generate the consumer key, the secret key, the access token secret, and then you can get your data in a CSV file. Now you can read the CSV file and get the data whenever you want. And you can see sometimes what you get is surprising, for the past 24 hours. You want to get some information, some news. the latest, it will give you the last. Okay, last matlab, it is first come first serve type. So we have got 1,000 tweets on Ukraine. Okay, and I can find we don't have anything on Russia. So let's see if we, where the code has gone. Oh, this happens. Don't have anything on Russia. Ukraine, Russia. So let's see. We can put more than one. We can have Russia, Ukraine. I can have the three keywords. And sometimes your keywords, if the keywords are not correct, you may not get anything. Now you have. Let me see the CSV file. Okay, so on the reality facing, those trapped in Mariupol, you got out and you don't recognize Mariupol, then destroyed by drone. T-72 destroyed by drone. This is what Ukraine must be claiming. Yeah, they're using drones to kill, to destroy the Russian vehicles, but it is the what they showed looked more like an animation than the real war. North, what is North Korea doing? Okay, North Korea tested missiles. Oh, so Russia has terminated all the peace negotiations with Japan. When will it end? So you can, it's interesting. You can get the information. You can have your dashboard also. You can create your dashboards, and you can have the things also. But anyway, we're not doing the dashboard here. At this, you can generate and you can get the data, and then you can work on it and read and see what happens. So let me show you. Let me import pandas we have already taken. So just read the file. Copy this. Ed is equal to read CSV ed dot tf dot head. I think I have all pandas already. Yeah. So you what you have done tf data frame. So what you have done is you have created a CSV file and you're reading it. You want to read any particular columns or anything, you can simply get the text, the tweets. You don't have to open your CSV file, just have to get that. So we have the tweet text and we can print it. Data frame, tweet text and text. See, borrowing read from. Okay, let me see if I can expand that. You can't. You have the CSV file you can download, but you can again run it and it will give you the latest. Okay. So we have the data. I've actually used this for a project, and if I want to get only one text out of that, you can get the type, the text that is pandas. Yes, now you get the text 0. Something a horror read from alert on the reality facing, those trapped in Mariupol. You go out and you don't recognize. Okay, and I can put a loop and in the text so that I can read it clearly. You can use NLP. You can apply NLP on this. You have the data now. You can apply on this. It looks very simple because I took a lot of time. When I first did it using Java, it took me 5 days to connect to Twitter, and then I could generate the data. It was for some MTech project, and we were trying to access rather, not access, or the sentiments or the feedbacks or the reaction of the people on demonetization. We were surprised that people were not very happy with demonetization on Twitter. All the negatives were more than the positives. So you can generate that. See, you have the entire data. You can read. It's more like a news. You can create more APIs on other social networking sites also, but not everything works. Like on Facebook also, you can generate an API, but for Facebook, actually, you need a few things. You'll have to clean it also. For Facebook, you have to create your account, and then you have to create a page, and that page can be accessed, but not the entire thing. So the Facebook does not allow you to access everything, but you can what you can do is like you can create a Facebook account if you all must be having, and then you can have your own page, and on that page you can get the API for the page, and you can connect it with your uh, Python code. I have it somewhere. I use it for some project, and I have the sentiment community. So you can create a community where you can have the discussions and on technology or whatever, and that you can actually connect with your code, and you can actually access that and analyze that also, that what the people are posting and how the people are behaving, what the sentiments could be. You can do the sentiment analysis on this. We have done NLP there, and we have used NLU for a sentiment analysis. You have the data with you now, and if you apply NLU on it, you can get the sentiments also. So you can generate that also one by one. You can put it in a loop like I have done, and one by one the text is coming. Just put NLU on it, and you get it. Okay. So first thing is the data is not clean. You can see the data is not clean. It has a lot of things, so I have to clean it. Clean, we need NLP. We'll have to apply NLP. So you have to remove the emojis and emoticons, if any, and clean, remove emoticons, emojis. Okay. So I need regular expression, import RE, not CSV, RE only. And then clean text. I'll have a list. Clean text equal to, I'll create a list where I can store my clean text, and then define emoji, emojify, emojify, and here I'll be putting on the text, and then I need few things for, and this you'll have to use it as it is. I don't have much choice here, so something like this. I'll just move it up So you have to, this is a regular expression to remove emoticons and special characters or whatever links you have. You can see this. To remove emoticons, you have this code. For symbols and pictographs, you have this code. For transforming and map symbols, if there are any, this, then flags, and then Chinese character if there are any. So you have this, and then I have put some more to remove the links and all. And this is bags and all. Flags are either Unicode, that is, we are using Unicode characters to remove the patterns or things which we don't require. And then I have to return the regular expression pattern. So let's return it. Since it is a function, I have to return. To return this. I think it should be good enough. Okay. Not put it. What I'm actually getting, I have to put it in a variable. That's okay. So I return this regressive pattern. This should be okay. Save and see if why it is giving me red. It may be because of indentations, but now it is okay. Anyway, run it and see. Now, one by one, I have already written this code to read the text one by one, and then I just call this de emoji file, de emoji file, and I'll store it and append it the clean text if I want to, or I just put it clean text dot append. So we're just appending in this list. See you your okay. This is not properly indented. It is not indented. Now it's okay. Indentation was not okay. He's happy. Clean text is defined. Yeah. Let me copy this. It's already defined. I don't know why it is giving me this. So let's. Oh, sorry. You may land up with errors sometimes, but that's okay. It happens. Yeah. So the spelling may be different. Okay, it is text, it is txt. So this is what you get. This is a list only. So it also. So it split it. It is already a list, so I don't have to do anything. We have not removed at sign, at the rate sign. It's already there, but most of the content will be clean. No emojis, no emoticons. See this links also, some of the links will be there, but most of that has gone. Okay, or I can have the other way also, simple way. In further clean it, clean text. So from the clean text, I'll be reading this. I'll be reading the text, and then I'll be putting it here. Find all A to Z. Only the alphabets will be there now at the at and RT. RT is a retweet. Okay, so RT is also I can retain RT, no issues. I can run it and see. Now RT, you can see that only the words are left now, and they are all tokenized. Okay. Now, if you want to do any analysis on this, you can do directly or indirectly also, the way you want you can do it. So you can play around with this and text, and I have a project which we were working on, and you can use that thing also. But the thing is, and the main part is that you have a clean data from Twitter. You can analyze this data the way you want. You can put any NLU, or you can actually use any other algorithm to analyze this data. So you can do that. What I can do is I can use certain dictionaries also, or I can use simply NLU and clean it, right? So let me first share this code with you. This is a very simple code. So what I'm giving you is something very optimized, and as I told you, it took me 5 days to connect to Twitter when I was using Java. In MATLAB it was easy, I could do that, but I could not get the tweets. In Java I could read the tweets easily, but it took me 5 days to connect. Then in Python, it took me just a day, I think, because I had already created the keys, so I knew the keys and all I had. So it just took me a day to connect. But to get the relevant data, it took me some time. And cleaning is easy, so we have already done the cleaning part. So the entire code did not take much time. So you know that you may be having some nans there. You can either drop that or just clean that. And let's see what you can do with it. Let me share it. Let me share the code. This is a type of a project. You can use it as a project also, and work on it and apply your machine learning algorithms or deep learning or whatever transformers or the boosting algorithms, cat boost and all we've done. So you can apply that also in this data set. I've shared that notebook. You can just have a look at it and create just have a look. Let me share this on WhatsApp also. Create your account and let me know if you can create your account on Twitter easily, and the developer account you can get the generate the keys. I have already given you the keys. You can use the same keys also, but it will be better that you have your own keys, because my account is actually a different account, and I use it frequently. So please have your own keys. You will end up with some issues. Okay, so let me stop the recording now.